What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel, where we give you all the credit intel you need to grow your wallet. Today, I wanted to revisit the Chase 5x24 rule, which, in case you didn't know or seen previous videos on the channel, is it just means 5 accounts across your credit profile in the last 24 months. Now, there's been some changes or things that we've been noticing at a big enough scale that now I can talk about these things. Again, just because we've got, let's say, dozens of examples of this happening, maybe there's hundreds across the internet, doesn't mean that everything is gonna work out exactly like this for you. That's the unfortunate thing, right? Is that it's gonna be different for everybody. And that's kind of a crappy disclaimer, but it's just how it is. So that's usually how it worked. And for the longest time, Chase was insanely strict about this. And then we have what are called recon lines or reconsideration lines. These are phone numbers that you can call to get a hold of a representative to get to look at your file. So here's how it goes. And here's what's kind of changed, I guess. And I'm like I said, I'm comfortable talking about this because we've seen enough examples of this and the one in front of you. So what you do is if you're over 5x24, but you have store cards that are taking up positions and AUs that are taking up positions, that if those are removed or below 5x24, you call them up. You call up the reconsideration line, which we've got those on the website, walletmonkey.io. There is all the Chase phone numbers, okay, to call. So why has this changed? Well, it kind of was one of those things to where, you know, people would talk about how they got around it and they sweet talk the rep on the other line and blah, blah, blah. But it seems like this is actually changing pretty considerably over the last 12 months. Because what I'm noticing more and more is that even with lazy reps who aren't very talkative or short or, you know, maybe rude, having a bad day, whatever, they're still doing the same thing. So we're getting enough of these examples to where now I'm confident talking about it. So that's all you got to do is you got to call them up. And the thing you kind of want to do is have your bullet points together, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But you get them, you tell them that, you know, hey, I've got 2 of these accounts are AUs or 3 are store cards or whatever your situation is. And if we take those off, then I'm below 5x24. You know, you talk about your credit score, you talk about your utilization, how you pay, you know, look at my credit profile, pay everything on time, right? Like you're selling yourself. And then they remove those and approve you. Now the limit might be lower. Like I've heard as low as like $1,000 limits, but it doesn't matter because you're getting that other card secured and you're making the hard pull worth it, and you're getting another vehicle, right, in their ecosystem. So here's the example in front of us. I hope you can see all this. Yep, okay. I scratched out the names because it's from our Discord, and I didn't get permission to use this. So, you know, respectfully, I just decided to blur it out instead. But our Discord is free. You can join it. You have to be active though, because otherwise I'll boot you. And yeah, it's amazing. The core community is absolutely amazing, man. The knowledge and the level that everyone's playing at is just like raising by the week. So, all right, let's cover this. They wanted, so basically he says, hey, I called the recon line and I got approved. They said, okay, well, what did you say? Well, the rep I spoke to was really short with me and didn't really give me a chance to tell her about my store cards and AU account. I told her I wanted to recon and she put me on hold and did it herself. So that was it. So that right there is proof that this is a new norm that's kind of rolling out and that we can talk about this, is because the rep didn't ask for any details. She didn't ask for any information at all. She puts them on hold, goes and looks for herself, removes the AU, removes the store cards, sees that he's below 5x24 and approves him. That wouldn't be happening if this weren't true. I hope you guys can see that, right? So anyway, yeah, he goes on to you know, talk about like some of the stuff with his file, and then somebody else chimed in and said, hey, yeah, I'm planning on typing up a script. And so this got me thinking, this is another part that I want to include in this video for all of you, is that I like this idea, but I don't like the idea of typing up a script because it's going to make you nervous. What I would suggest instead is you should kind of already have like your bullet points. Like every conversation is you selling yourself or them selling you. Everything's a negotiation, whether you like it or not. So you should kind of have like your selling points of you figured out. And if not, like rehearse them, practice them, right? So it's like, hey, you know, I got a 700 credit score. I'm at 10% utilization. You know, yes, I've got, you know, 8 new accounts over the last 24 months, but 3 of those are AUs and store cards or whatever, 4. And make sure that after they remove those, you're at 4, not 5, because that would be your 6th. That'll still be a denial. Make sure you are at 4x24. All right. So, you know, removing those accounts will put me at 4x24. I really love your guys' ecosystem. Here's how I plan on using the card. or here's what I love about the card. Like, have all that kind of prepared. And you can shoot off the hip with that if you've done your research and if you've kind of planned this out and strategized this at a basic level. But if you need to, I mean, practice your bullet points, your selling points of why you're a good customer. And so that should be really basic stuff for you at this point. Don't be scared about the reconsideration line and calling somebody and talking to somebody human. I know that that's a huge fear out there, which is why 90% of people don't call. That's also why this works. There's like such a huge reason why calling a reconsideration line works. It's because nobody does it. Because they're too scared. They think that the big boogeyman on the other end is gonna, tear them apart or like read through their lies or deceit. It's like, if you're being honest on the application, or close to honest on the application with your stated income and so on and so forth, it's like, show up, stand up for yourself, and get what you deserve, right? And so, yeah, that should just become a staple and a basic piece of what you do. The reconsideration line, it should become a part of it, right? Like, you should just expect that you're gonna have to deal with these reconsideration lines at some point with these new cards that you're getting, right? And so, yeah, there it is. Like, first off, we've got enough proof and evidence now that I wouldn't say everyone's gonna get this, but there's a large amount of people now that are getting AUs and store cards removed off of like the count of 5x24. Make sure it puts you at 4x24 when you remove all these. Make sure you got your bullet points figured out about you and how you plan on, using the card, or what you love about the card, how long you've been with Chase, how much you love Chase, whatever, like an amazing story. Have all those pieces figured out and ready, and then call your reconsideration line if it gets put into review, or if you get denied, or if it doesn't go with, the way that you want it to, right? And there you go. So I'd love to hear from you though in the comments section. I'd love to hear your experiences with doing this, your data points, whatever you are willing to share with us in the comments section below. And if you want to join this free Discord community, we've got over 200 people in there. It's absolutely amazing. You're gonna love it if this stuff gets you excited. So that link will be in the description as well. Like, comment, share, all that fun stuff for the algorithms to help us out, get this video in front of more people. And I'll see you again real soon in another video.